Hello guys and gals. So time for another update. It's Tuesday and we started a new week. Things are looking pretty good, but my performance at TradersWay has been overall pretty lackluster. Um, as you can see, I'm in profit, $128 profit. So what that transfers out to be in pips is so far I've had a total of for the month of 1.39%, drawdown 4.9. So you see the profit there as well. And for the entire account, my pips have been pretty negative, but I've come out with a profit of 1.39%. Now that's typical for a Martingale system, but I have been having some issues with trades closing out really slowly, so I'm having some pretty bad slippage. So the pips would have not been negative, considering the slippage that I've had at Traders Way so far, and I would have had a lot more profit, roughly probably around a couple $100. So right now I should be over about $300 profit considering my trades that have happened so far. But because some have taken a few seconds to close out, it's caused some pretty negative slippage. Today, I've actually had some positive slippage. So when orders take a few seconds to close out, it can be really hit or miss if the market continues to move in your favor or if it goes against you within those 2 to 4 seconds, which is very possible. And so today, I actually was able to come out with some positive slippage. And typically, I look for about 3 pips profit for my basket. So you see these 3 trades here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all these trades closed out right at this point right here. And I'm looking for 3 pips total profit amongst all 4 trades, right? So that means that there's going to be losses on these 2 trades, so losses on these 2, and then profit on these 2 at the top. And the profit from these 2 at the top is going to be slightly more than the 2 at the bottom that you see here. And these are also semi-martingale trades as well, so there's going to be slightly more risk on each order. And so once these 2 trades close out and slightly more profit, then I'll also come out with a larger dollar amount profit as well, so a larger percentage. And that's how I've worked the system. It's nothing new here. This kind of technique has been used for many years. There's slight differences with the indicators I use, but this is a grid semi-martingale type of strategy. And I had some positive slippage today. Instead of closing out at 3 pips, I was able to close out at 4 pips, just over 4 pips profit. And that wasn't anything I did. That was just, the price kept moving in my direction as the trades were closing out. Today's trades took about 3 seconds total to close out. I have written an email to TradersWay to see if they can possibly speed up my order execution. I don't know if it's a slow execution with expert advisors or if it's a slow execution just in general. So that's something that I'm hoping to get some clarity on. And I've notified them that when I have multiple trades in, 3 to upwards of more trades, that they take quite a few seconds to close out. So that's something that it's really important that I get that worked out, because it's going to make my results very inconsistent if trades are taking quite a long time to close out. Now I think I'll still be profitable if they take that long to close out, but my profit amount is going to be hit or miss from basket to basket, which is not what I'm wanting to do. So I'm wanting my strategy to be as consistent and as top-notch as possible to perform at its best. And in TradersWay, if they can work with me, that'd be great. But if I have to, I guess, accommodate this type of spread or order execution issue, doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to leave TradersWay, but it does mean that I might have to make some slight modifications. So what have I done so far? I've changed my take profit from 3 pips to 4 pips for each trade or each basket. So I'm taking 1 extra pip profit. Now I'm also making sure that that's a safe thing to do. So I'm testing it to making sure that in the worst drawdown potential that has happened in the last 3 to 4 years, that my system is able to handle 4 pips profit instead of 3. So how do I go about testing that? So I'm going to get into a little bit about how to backtest. Now, a lot of you have already known that. I've talked about it in my videos before, so I'm not going to go into it heavily in this video, but I'm going to touch on a couple of things. Right now, so you can see the EA that I'm using in MetaTrader. And to bring up your testing expert advisor, the strategy tester, you can just press this button at the top left of your MT4. Now, you can see the symbol here. You can see the model. Every tick is the best option for your broker. You can also download tick data that it has a 99% modeling quality, which is quite a bit more accurate. But I don't really find it massively beneficial to download tick data from another place. There's going to be some of you that totally disagree with me. But the reason for that is because I'm trading at that specific broker, and if they can give me 90% modeling quality at that broker, then that is typically good enough for me because I'll be trading at that broker. And if you know anything about price, it does change slightly from broker to broker. So if you're downloading 99% modeling quality from a completely different broker and you're trading at Oanda, then I'm not sure how beneficial that is because Oanda's price is slightly different than where you're downloading that tick data from. All right. But if you have any suggestions or any concerns about that part, please let me know and I can discuss it further. All right, so every tick is the best modeling quality. You can shoot for about 90%. You can select the date from to when, and you did the visual mode. So visual mode will show you the actual price, the chart, and where the orders were placed. And my expert advisor shows me a little dialogue at the top, which is kind of nice. Let me show you better. So my expert advisor shows me a lot of detail. Shows me the account number, the leverage 501. Shows the balance, profit for today, all profit. So you can see there's a lot of helpful information. One of the biggest coolest things is that the expert advisor also shows me live during a test what the max drawdown is. And so you can see that the max drawdown is 13% at this point in time. So pretty cool little thing to have, and when you have an expert advisor created, you can have them implement this kind of information tab at the top left or right, wherever you want it, and it can be very helpful. Okay, so this is my test going on in the background and making sure that the 4 pips is something that's going to be sustainable in the medium to longer term, and so far it's going pretty well. Okay, so today's trades. Today's trades have been, oh, I just got rid of my terminal. There we go. All right, so today's trades has been good, and I have made some pretty good profit today. I'm just about to close out for another trade. You can see right here at the bottom left, or bottom right. It should close out here in just a second as I'm talking about the positions that have been taken already. All right, so I had a couple trades, or a few trades. I'm going to see if I can load them all onto chart here. Okay, so in the last, since my video, or this week, I've had a few trades that have opened, at least today. So today was one single trade, closed for 3 pips profit, and I already talked about the basket that closed out for just over 4 pips profit today. Then I had another single trade that closed out for 3. This one closed out for 4 pips right here. You can see, and then you can see the current position that's still in that went in right above that red line is now just about to close out for profit, and so I'm chipping away and not making a whole lot of money on each of these single trades. It turns out to be about $3.30, $3.60. I'm not sure what this one will be. Currently, it's at $3.30 minus the commission. So that's how the scalping works. I'm in and out very quickly on these trades, especially if they're single trades by themselves. And if it's a trade that went against me, then I enter on a grid and wait for the market to go back into my favor. And most trades are usually closed out pretty quickly, and that's something that I'm going to talk to you about now. So average trade length is 4 hours and 20 minutes. So it's still pretty fast. And things have been pretty tricky at this broker with trades closing out later on, and sometimes that can cause less profit. But the 4 hours and 20 minutes should probably still stay around that same spot. The more trades go against me, the length will continue to rise. If I have a ton of small single trades like this that you see here, one right here, one right here, one right here. If those kind of trades happen more often, then I have less drawdown and the trades are closed out likely much earlier. All right, so that's where I am right now. I'm trying to work out the spread issues with TradersWay. I'm still searching of other systems because I see problems down the road for systems that take profit of 3 to upwards of 5 pips. Anything that takes really under 10 pips starts to get a little bit dangerous because of the broker slippage, and when price happens to get really volatile as well, it can make small profits kind of dangerous when there is slippage or order execution problems, things like that. So I'm still looking at systems that have a larger take profit amount in hopes that I can use those in the future, and maybe even replace what I'm using right now. Even though I love the idea of scalping, and so far it's been going pretty well. But I hope that things will continue to improve at TradersWay. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one when something else happens. Hopefully I can give you an update on what's going on, and hopefully you can find it useful. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.